betrayed me. I loved her more.
Alright, what's going on? As I'm sure you know, because you clicked on this video, The Boys Season 5 is coming to a close this week, and I think about a day and a half from when I'm recording this, so I'm hoping this will be out by tomorrow, but, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I just wanted to make a video talking about Soldier Boy, specifically, because from The Boys, in my own experience, it was my favorite show. I first watched it in 7th grade, and, to a 7th grader, The Boys is perfect. Gore, violence, sex, what else would you want, really, as a 7th grader? I mean, but the main thing, I'll make a whole video on it later, but the main thing I think Boys Season 4 and 5 forgot was the reason people stay around is because of the characters, and the story, and the heart, and everything. And I just want to make a video talking about Soldier Boy, and I would wait until the finale, but it got confirmed that he's not going to be in it. So, just fuck this show, right? What was the whole point of him even being in it, really? Anyways, let's start with a character analysis, right? Alright, so Soldier Boy, in Season 3, what do we know about him, right? He's typical, vulgar, sexual, deviant character, right? Racist, sexist, as if you're a racist World War II veteran was brought back to life. It's essentially all of Soldier Boy's character. And I think the main reason people fell in love with him is not because of the fact that he is racist and sexist. Although there are people like that, I feel a majority of the people understand his character. Because on a deeper level, beyond all the sexist and racist remarks he has throughout all of Season 3, he still has a character. He has dimensions, The whole conversation between Soldier Boy and Butcher about his father and how he thought he'd be nothing. He thought he was a fuck-up. Thought he was, literally not even worth hitting him to get him into shape because he just straight up didn't care about him that much. And, that little piece of backstory gives us more than enough we need to know about his character, his background. It's like, oh, well, he acts sexist and racist because, he's a victim of the time. Because his dad was probably racist and sexist, and he was probably just racist and sexist because he wanted to be like his dad. Literally he talks about how he went to Vaught's trials, did all this stuff, worked out, went to the war, did all this stuff because he wanted to his dad to respect him. He wanted his dad's respect is what he wanted. So the way I took it was, the way he acts, the way he does stuff is because he wants his dad to respect him. Although, obviously, as we learn, his dad never will respect him because he's just an asshole and he's a victim of his father's torment, which is what makes him such a good character. But, we learn he's not racist. Literally the right-hand person on Payback is Crimson Countess. And Black Noir is a big part of that team. Granted, nobody knows he's black, which is fair. I honestly didn't think about that until just now, but that does put a good hole in my argument. Whatever, we're fine. Point is, he was probably racist and sexist for a reason, but it's not like he actually has a good reason to hate him. He just probably was a victim of the time. Because as soon as he goes back to the normal world, he realizes how much of an asshole he is, and how much, he hates himself.
When I came to, the damage was done. I didn't mean to hurt those people.
And that is shown no better than the conversation he has with Homelander, where he literally says, could have raised you to be better. You're a fuck-up. That whole conversation is so good because he sees himself in Homelander. He literally is telling Homelander, I despise you because you're me. That's the whole conversation. He hates himself, he hates what he's become, and he hates how Homelander's drive for attention and need for affection and everything like that. He hates that about him. because he sees it in himself.
You're a disappointment.
Up until season 3, or up until season 5, sorry, the Soldier Boy was my favorite character because, he's got it all. He's funny, he's got a good character, he's got everything. He's cool, funny, vulgar, he's everything the Boys is known for. Good characters, funny, vulgar, everything. Except, The Boys Season 5 perfectly shows why everything just took a nosedive, dude. Because Soldier Boy's whole character is just buns now, dude. Oh my god, it's so annoying. But, I'll start off. One, the number one reason I think this is bad, he instantly joins Homelander's team in episode 1. He's already on board. Soldier Boy would not do that. His character from season 3 literally established, I do not like you because you're me. I just explained how he does not like him because of his need for attention and how he sees it in himself. What Soldier Boy would realistically do would be just walk away. Because he did that in episode 7. He literally just talks to Homelander. He's like, I don't want to be here. I'm leaving. And then Homelander kills him for it. Or kills him. That's still stupid. But, Soldier Boy would not join his team. He wouldn't. He does not care. That's just so out of character for him. It's stupid. Then, you have the whole Clara subplot, which, oh my god, it's so fucking bad. Everything with that. Because, one, when the fuck did he care about Stormfront? The only time he mentioned her was when he said, man, was she a firecracker. What? That's not something you say about your love of your life, or whatever. I loved Clara. No, the fuck you didn't, bro. No, you didn't, dude. It's just annoying because they spent all of season 3 explaining how all the time in Russia he was thinking about Crimson Countess, Gunpowder, TNT Twins, Noir, Mindstorm, all of Payback. Those were his friends. And another thing I didn't even mention in the season 3 bit was, the whole time, that whole part of his character, how growing up his dad hated him, I would assume his mom also hated him, probably everyone around him hated him and thought he was a small loser. Except once he finally got these powers, the only people who truly accepted him was Payback. And, those were his guys, dude. And so, to be turned on like that, and come back to the real world and realize, oh shit, everyone hated me, and I'm nothing. That is such a damn, man. That really hurts. That everyone I liked, that everyone I thought I knew fucking hated me. So, you're gonna tell me that, no, that never happened. Payback never existed because he doesn't even, there is no scene where he talks to Black Noir or has any dialogue with him. And apparently he was fucking Stormfront on the side. That is the worst retcon of my life. You ruin all of his setup from season 3. Literally that whole season is, all he does is kill Payback. His whole character in that season is ruined. What are we doing, dude? Oh my god. And then, from there, it's just, oh my god, it's so bad. And the whole Clara thing, they don't even go in depth into it. They don't explain where they met, how they met. I think they mentioned the Vought trials. She was there with him. Whoa. Crazy. I don't know, man. It's just and I can tell it's all because they're setting up Vault Rising. That's the worst part. Is that if it was a worthwhile story to tell, I'd get it. But you are only setting up this romance so you can explore it more in Vault Rising. I do not care. I do not care about that other show. I'm gonna go on a side tangent for a little bit. Everyone on Twitter is like, why are the Gen V characters not showing up in The Boys? I'm glad they're not showing up in The Boys. I think it's stupid. Because I'm gonna I'm gonna make a whole video on this after the finale releases, but like, dude, why would they make another show and I would have to watch both seasons to understand the story of the boys? I don't want to watch Gen V. I watched season 1, it was mid, and then season 2 came out, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about these characters. I don't relate to them. I don't care about them at all. I relate way more to 8 Train than I do anybody in the fucking show, dude. Oh my god. And it's just like, I don't want to see Gen V characters showing up in the boys. Same way I don't want the boys characters showing up in Gen V. They're two separate things. Let them be their own. You're literally turning into the MCU, and DC, and all that stuff. Like, that's all a connected universe. The Boys is a show. It is a drama. Action, drama, comedy. You get it. It's not a show that should have multiple other shows running at the same time, and they cross over. It's not that. No, it's one TV show with 5 seasons that has a complete story. No, but instead they ruined that because they realized, oh wait, we can just make it Marvel. That is turning into exactly what you made fun of the first 3 seasons of the show. It's so stupid, dude. Okay, this is probably gonna be the last thing I complain about because it's honestly, I think it's so big, everybody else has noticed it. In Season 3, Soulja Boy, like, he would swear and say vulgar stuff. Not, like, it was a decent amount. Season 5, it's literally like the gif of the cherry on the cake. In Season 5, it's a billion cherries, bro. Like, it's all the fucking cherries. Because, in Season 3, all of his creative language would be in, like, it would make sense, like, it was funny, and it was a little cherry on top that it was like, it's funny, it adds something, it adds flavor to his sentences, it makes his talking distinct. In Season 5, it is every fucking sentence this guy is referencing someone he had sex with in the 1960s. His own genitals. He's saying every swear word in the book. It's like he talks like an 11-year-old who just learned how to swear is how he talks. Oh my god. And it's like it's part of a bigger issue with Season 5 and Season 4 where it's just like the boys, everything about the story and characters just threw it out the window. Who cares? Because the only reason people are here now is because they want to hear swear words and see male genitalia. No, I don't want to see a guy's balls drop to the floor and he uses them like a lasso. That's cool, but when I've seen so much, it loses its value, Same thing with Soulja Boy's language. It's funny, but not when it's every word, every sentence, dude. Like, I just don't care anymore. And it really sucks, because Soulja Boy was such a cool and unique character for the time. Like, I didn't even go into it, but like, especially around 2022, I don't know what was in the air in 2022, but like, that whole summer and spring, Andrew Tate was going crazy, American Psycho was going crazy, the whole Sigma lifestyle was going crazy, and Soulja Boy fit right in, literally fit right in, and it was so good because he's literally a critique on why hypermasculinity is bad, about how he feels like an asshole for being an asshole. He regrets everything he's done because he realizes I'm an asshole and nobody likes me. And, that's why he was so good, But, just fuck all that character writing. Instead, we're going to show you a guy's balls drop to the floor. Yeah. Go watch Vault Rising. Anyways, thanks for watching my rant. I'm going to watch the finale. I'll probably upload a video. It really sucks seeing what was my favorite show, because as someone who grew up watching Marvel movies forever, really, it was a great breath of fresh air, and seeing it just devolve into exactly what it made fun of really sucks because I liked how it went against the grain and did something unique and different while being a satire on the thing I love the most, you know? But, whatever. Can't do anything about it now. See you next time.